Perfect. That was online.
My yawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Did my dots go up?
Your what?
My dots for my voice. My little dots.
I really hope so. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
My little thingy there. Yeah, there you go. All right.
There you go. Yes, your microphone is working.
Yeah, we're good.
Welcome, Riddell Sports Network. I am Dan. This is Dare.
Hey,
Dave.
How about them Pacers?
Yeah. I did not see a 2-0 start happening. Is there anyone outside of Indiana that did? Really? You know how your home team you're blinded about?
I told you it was a problem. Them not knowing that Cleveland was better than I told you that was a problem. They don't understand that Cleveland's better than them. You know what I mean? And when you don't know that, you're gonna play right with them.
Cleveland is better than them.
They don't know that though. That's what I mean. Everybody knows Cleveland's better than them, but they don't know that. You know how you fear an opponent and you're already losing before you step on the court?
They blew that game. They had them so beat.
Yeah, but they've been waxing people by 60, so why didn't they do that to Pacers?
Good question. I guess we'll talk about it, right?
Yeah. I think we're doing that now.
Yeah, I guess we can do that now.
I'll do that now.
All right, so the NBA playoffs, we're in round 2, and so far, 5 games, all 5 road teams have won. So, I guess thoughts on if you want to start with Pacers and Cavaliers. Tyrese Halliburton hit a game winner in game 2. The first win was by 9, I believe.
Yeah, that game too. They had them beat. Every inbound pass from the Cavs, they couldn't get it inbounds. Couldn't get it. It was crazy. They could not get it inbounds. And Halliburton, he made his first free throw. It seemed like he missed the second one, caught his rebound, ran back, shot the 3, banged it for the game winner with 1-2 seconds left.
You think Cavs are sleeping on them, or did Indiana come to play?
No. You got Darius Garland out. Donovan Mitchell he's been getting his ass whooped. He's banged up.
There were 3 of their top guys out for game 2.
Was it Mobley?
Mobley was
had an
one
injury. So they're definitely banged up. I want to say I underrated Halliburton a little bit. I know that's the word going around. Everybody overrates him. But
is he better than Jason Tatum?
He might be. Let him win this series.
Because you did compare him to Jason Tatum before the start, and you said he was mid as well. So
absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, they're scrappy as hell. Mid. That team, they don't quit. They're scrappy.
No, it's fun to watch so far. I mean,
this is how it should be, though. Not that first round crap with the Cleveland and Heat and Thunder and Grizzlies. I mean, who wants to see that? It's just garbage.
Yeah. 2 teams playing where it's obvious who's going to win. Yeah. It's like, why even watch it?
I mean, really, it was 3 teams because there was no chance the Magic were winning that series. 3 series where,
the only good series was Houston and Warriors.
No, Nuggets Clippers was.
Oh, Nuggets Clippers too. I forgot about that.
And even though the Knicks, they won in 6. The Knicks one was good too. The other ones, Pacers hammered the Bucks. I feel like there were some good Knicks Pistons games, right? Brunson hit that 3 to.
Pistons were just young. I think that's their problem because there's a couple games they should have won. They could have won.
Yeah, they were pretty close.
Couple games they should have lost.
Yeah. But Pacers, I mean, even if Cavs come back and win 3 out of the next 4 or win the next 4, you'll still say it was a good series because you thought this was going to be done in 5.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking Pacers.
We both picked the Pacers, so. So Celtics. I got a little fun chart for you. This is going to drive anyone nuts who hasn't started watching NBA in 2020. You know what I mean? Watch this chart. The Celtics were 15 of 60 from 3-point range. They didn't take 45 threes. They missed 45 threes.
Jesus.
I don't even think teams take 45 threes in a game.
Not really, no. I believe it was the Knicks had like 30, 37 or something around there. Look at this open, you can't see my mouse, but this spot between the left 3-point line and the paint. all this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots past the paint, between the 3 and the paint. How is that a thing?
You pull up a 90s chart, I guarantee it's all everything blank right there is filled up.
Even mid 2000s, these dudes just live and die by the 3. And see, this is why I'm telling you I hate watching the Celtics. How many guys do they have who could be mid-range monsters? 6?
Oh yeah,
maybe not Derek White, but if you take Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis and just have them live in this area, the Knicks got no chance.
They still have no chance.
Yeah, I think Boston's going to win the next 4, to be honest. So I'll keep jinxing Boston until they lose. But
Jason Tatum step back, thinks he's a hero. 3-pointer is the worst, cringiest thing you could ever see. He's not making it. Every time, you're not making that. Stop shooting it.
He doesn't understand that without all that surrounding cast and the focus would be solely on him. Could you imagine how less mid he'd be? More mid.
He wasn't even the Finals MVP when they won the championship.
No, Brown's their best player.
Yeah,
I think honestly, White's their second best player. That little freaky looking dude is a monster.
He really is.
He's like in defense too. He's one of their shorter guys. I think he's 6'4".
He's leading in his position and rebounding.
Yes, he's a little beast. Not because of his face, but also because of his face. Yeah, he looks like the dude from Lord of the Rings.
My precious.
And then Nuggets overcome a double-digit. Oh, by the way, the Pacers. They are now 59-3 when leading going into the fourth quarter this season because they led during Game 2.
Oh wow,
Isn't that wild? Nuggets overcome a large deficit to beat the Thunder. They played this foul line game for the NBA is almost unwatchable in the first half. Well, in a close game in the third and fourth quarter, it's pretty exciting. You know what I mean? But like in the first half, we're all just jacking threes and hoping for the best. But
and it's so weird. A lot of NBA games, you'll see it's a 20-point game, 25-point game at the half. You're like, oh, this one's over. No. Third quarter, they catch up. Fourth quarter, they catch up. Just weird. You see a lot of games that look like blowouts early.
That the Knicks Celtics one still blows my mind. The Celtics were plus 20 and blew it.
Yeah, it's weird. You see,
the Knicks cut down that lead in like 5 playing time minutes. It was pretty crazy.
You see Steph with 10 rebounds?
Mm-hmm.
The hell is that?
What?
Steph had like 10 rebounds. Check it. Google me.
It had to be game 1 because he went out game 2.
Yeah, one of them he had 10 rebounds.
Only been one game so far.
He had 10 rebounds then.
It was game 1 he had 10 rebounds?
I'm pretty sure,
It must have been game 7.
Oh, was it?
These games are played so close together.
I don't watch them anyways.
So they played a game 7, and then 2 days later, they played game 1.
I see that on ESPN.
You get no breaks.
I don't do basketball. I'm just the background guy.
So this game, everybody's been praising Anthony Edwards. Oh, the next Michael Jordan, this and that.
Agreed.
He was, all right, game 5 against the Lakers, 0 for 11 at 3. This game, the only point he had, it was the end of the second quarter, and he got 1 out of 2 free throws. We're almost at halftime. He got 1 point.
Jesus.
I think he might have ended the half with 3 points. I don't know what he ended with the game with, but he could not shoot. Julius Randle looked exhausted. They had so much more time off. Steph Curry gets an injury to his hamstring. He's out for the game. I think he's out for the next game as well.
He's still dealing with his thumb too?
Yeah. Golden State takes it without Steph Curry. Draymond Green balling.
Yeah,
he was balling.
I don't like it. I can't stand watching him play.
What don't you like?
Curry had 1 rebound.
Then it was the game before that.
It must have been game 7.
Yeah.
What don't you like him stomping on people's chests? And
kicking people in the junk all the time.
Choking out Gobert.
Yeah.
I don't mind that as much.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my God, did you see how dominant he was against the Lakers? Like, motherfucker, their tallest guy is like 6'8".
They're not even D'ing him. He's wide open.
Yeah, they can't. It's weird. It feels like they could have had like a big guy in the middle that could 1v1 him. Maybe a guy with a huge, nasty unibrow. Just putting it out there. Yeah.
Randomly.
Weird.
They were doubling Anthony Edwards, leaving him wide open. What do you think's going to happen?
And they're like, well, he's soft upstairs, so why would we worry about him?
Yep, game 7.
Yeah, it was game 7. He had 10 boards. 10 boards, 7 assists.
First half of that game, he didn't do anything. No. But once Van Fleet pushed Jimmy Butler down, Steph Curry, he started going crazy. After that moment,
that's my quarterback.
He was like Steph in the Olympics. Did you see Steph in the Olympics?
Mm-mm.
Oh no!
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Once one player has gone out of the NBA, I'll start watching the NBA again. Other than that, I'll catch it on ESPN. That's it.
If I had to recommend you one game, they're shorter. It's a shorter game. I think it's against Jokic's team.
Yeah.
So there's been 7 players, 8 players to ever have a 40-20 game, and Jokic joined that club with the win against OKC.
Should have been your MVP, but he ain't gonna get it.
He's gotten it too many times.
It don't matter. It's most valuable player.
Unfortunately, it does. It's the same thing with Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Because Jackson's already had it 2 or 3 times, right?
Yeah, and his numbers were better.
Yeah, his numbers were better than Allen's last week.
Without a Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
Neither of them, right?
But it seems like you got to outplay yourself from last year. It's not you against the field. It's kind of you against your last year's MVP statistics. So it's
a lot of the times it's if you do it all the time, you don't get any respect for it. You know what I mean? If you're always doing it, they're like, oh yeah, we expect that.
Russell Westbrook gets MVP. He averaged a triple-double. And then he averaged a triple-double again. He didn't get it.
Yeah. No.
Kind of dumb, but that's how they do it. All right. Anything else on the second round? We have game 2 of Knicks Boston and game 2 of Warriors Wolves tonight. So, anything?
No, I see a blowout by Celtics. I see Celtics waxing
and
Knicks.
Thunder better take this game or it's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
You guys picked the Pacers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pacers really got to get one. What is it? Still a 2-3-2 setup, or is it?
I think it's 2-2.
Is it 2-2, 1-1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they take one of the two and at home, they'll be looking really good.
I'm not trying to bring up old stuff, but the 06 NBA Finals between Heat and Mavericks, that 2-3-2 screwed Dallas.
Yeah.
Because once Heat got the momentum at home, it was over.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird to do the traveling. One back.
So they do that in the finals, the 2-3.
I don't know if they still do it or not, but
okay,
they did it back then. But 2-3-2 is crazy. I get the travel thing, but like, I'm just gonna bring this up now because we're gonna be moving on we'll do NFL and then we'll do MLB. So there was a poll on somebody's X account. Who is the least likely to win a Super Bowl out of Burrow, like in their career ever, not this year? Burrow, Allen, Jackson, Herbert.
Probably got to be Herbert. I don't see him having a good enough team to do it. I really don't. They build a little bit around him. He had the team at one point. I don't see him ever getting that team back up again.
Yeah, I agree. He's in year 5, hasn't won a playoff game.
Burrow's defense away. You know what I mean? They've already been there.
Yeah, you can have an argument for everybody else, but Herbert hasn't even been close. It's funny because his coach, Harbaugh, said he woke up in the middle of the night and said, I got to make Justin Herbert a Hall of Fame guy. He's at like 4 in the morning or something.
See, I think out of the 4 teams that Burrow has the least chance. Is he the best quarterback there? Yeah, probably. Between him and Allen. But what does that mean? What does that mean when you have the best quarterback now? My team just won a Super Bowl with one of the worst quarterbacks. They got no defense. Burrow had his best season of his career this past year? And did they make the playoffs? No.
Almost. They were close after a bad start.
Yeah. Just went away.
Yeah. I just think that they're only a few defensive pieces away from keeping the score to 28. You know what I mean? Instead of keeping it 40.
Yeah, it's 28, sure. But that's not sustainable. I think other than the Ravens, the Chargers have the best team of the 4. And Herbert is good enough. You know, all you got to be is good enough if you got a solid team, right? So I had this argument with this idiot because I put Burrow. Burrow, you spend all your money on offense, and you wonder why your defense is terrible. Oh, you don't know nothing. Their defense was bad before they spent all the players on offense. So I had to walk this child through it. When you have a terrible defense and you have a ton of money to spend, and then you spend all your money on offense, come on, little baby.
But you think eventually he won't?
He had one of those hats with the dizzy devil spinner things on. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
You don't think that he eventually, once they get past all this?
No, because when they get past all of it, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins will be in their 30s. So will Joe Burrow.
What do you think would be the next step after Herbert to not get a Super Bowl?
Oh, second would have to be Burrow. Second.
Oh, really? Wow.
I see Allen getting one.
I just think they screw him so bad on that team.
But he's one stud receiver away from going over the top. That's what they need. They need a blow-away stud receiver. Stop doing these Gabe Davises and all these little,
Elijah Moore they just got.
Yeah, who are okay, but where's the dude that's going to blow away, you know what I mean? Draw double coverage. You got nobody on your team that needs double coverage.
Yeah, well,
and you got the best running back on the planet. Did they pay him yet?
Damn right.
Empty the bank.
If they sign James Cook, you can move Allen up that list. I don't know. I think it's the same with the Ravens. They're a stud receiver away from being, because Brown is all right. Is it
Zay Flowers?
Yeah, did they have Hollywood Brown for a little while?
They did a while ago.
Zay Flowers, I meant that. Who's the other dude?
Bateman.
Bateman's all right, but if you had someone, there's 2 teams we're talking about right now that could have gotten George Pickens instead of the Cowboys. But
really, my opinion on Baltimore is the running game between the running back and quarterback can win a game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Your receivers don't have to be all that great when your running game is that nasty. You know what I mean? I mean,
when you play the Chiefs, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Look what they did to Barkley. They got 40 dropped on him, but Barkley barely did anything.
Yeah. So
the Chiefs always have something up their sleeve, and you got to be more versatile if you're gonna beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was watching this thing on some kind of little trivia thing on TikTok, and they were comparing Mahomes, and the guy went down the whole row. He said, "Who would you rather have? Would you rather have Mahomes or Rodgers?" Guy picks Rodgers. He said, "Would you rather have Mahomes or Steve Young?" He picked Steve Young. He went Marino. He went all the way down Elway. All these, and he took Mahomes over every single one of them. I mean, I think Mahomes is great, but there's at least 5 that in the past I'd rather have instead of him. These dudes are proven and studs.
People today like to just be, oh, this is the GOAT. This is the next.
Yeah.
Like it's always got to be that.
Yeah.
Like, how many people have you heard say this person's the GOAT and then turn around and say someone else is the GOAT? The same person.
Yeah.
Like, Mahomes wouldn't be on the, like, if you think of all time, would he be in your top 10? That's crazy. That's bananas. even prime, like, bobblehead derping around in the backfield and nobody's tackling him for some reason, Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like, he's just swaying back and forth.
He's definitely had some down years past 2-3 years. But when Tyreek Hill was out there and he was slinging the ball, that was prime Mahomes.
But what would any of those quarterbacks do with Tyreek Hill?
Probably throw
Aaron Rodgers with Tyreek Hill.
Throw some gang signs, lay on the ground.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Probably be throwing some darts, wouldn't he, Aaron Rodgers?
I was talking about Tua. Tua's got Tyreek.
Oh, yeah, poor Quinn Ewers went to the Dolphins. So, anyways, Steelers, Cowboys, make a trade. 3rd round pick and a conditional late round pick, whatever that means, for George Pickens. You both can't be quiet.
I'm shrugging. I mean, this is a move that's, I mean, it's I don't think that's going to solve Cowboys' issues.
I like Pickens as a 2. We've had high expectations for Pickens. He hasn't reached his potential, but is it because of the quarterback? But now you could say, well, Dak's throwing to him.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Him across from CeeDee Lamb's going to be pretty nasty, but I don't think that's going to solve your issues.
I don't think he's really proved that he's that guy.
He's got 801, 1140, and 900 in his first 3 seasons.
That's okay. Not great.
DJ Moore numbers?
Oh, DJ Moore is better than that.
I don't understand why. DJ Moore must have lost you money or something, because it doesn't make any sense. What did he do to you? How much money did you lose betting on him for fantasy or something? How much? Peyton.
You probably dropped 30 on me.
I want you to draft DJ Moore next year.
No. He's one of my never drafts.
See, something happened.
Yeah.
Pickens is one of my never drafts.
Show me on your fantasy roster where DJ Moore touched you.
Caught me with 30.
Show me on the doll.
Right. Why don't we just do cash or trash off of that? I have 2. Cash or trash, Dave. The Dallas Cowboys have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL.
Oh. That's trash. They are going to be really good, but that's trash. That duo in Cincinnati is pretty filthy. If they stay healthy, I'd have to go with the Cincinnati duo.
It is unbelievable how quickly you people forget about Sedarian Lamb. He can be paired with anyone and be the best.
You got a quarterback that can't stay on the damn field.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they're better.
What?
When Red Rifle came in, they were actually pretty good.
Was on Dallas?
Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah.
Red Rocket was on Dallas?
Stop calling her Red Rocket. Who was their dude last year? Who took over for him last year? The other white dude.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
That redhead. Yeah.
No. Before that was Red Rifle.
Dalton was on there?
The first time he went out.
Oh,
I think it was like
God.
three years ago, maybe.
When he put his leg on backwards? Was that what it was?
Yeah. Watch him, Dallas.
He's on Dallas.
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, yeah.
I try to forget about that. Is Red Rocket a Hall of Famer?
No.
Best wide receiver duo. Oh, that's cash, by the way. It's absolute cash. Best wide receiver duo.
I'm going to say
and it's not close, to be honest.
I'm going to say it's trash. You want to agree with Dave, but I'll go with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith. They're kind of 1A, 1B. One guy can take over this game. One guy can take over that game. You got Jalen Hurts throwing to you opposed to having Burrow throw to you.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, and then the last cash or trash regarding the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are the team to beat in the NFC East after the trade. So
after the Pickens trade?
That'd be
that
Cowboys,
like that?
Giants, Skins, Eagles.
Yikes. That's trash. I'm gonna leave it at that. Do you want me to pick the team? I'm gonna go Commanders. Team to beat.
Yeah, that's trash. I mean, obviously Philly just won, so you're still looking at them number one. Yeah, they lost some people, but give me them finishing third.
Yeah, this is cash.
Jesus Christ.
They're the absolute team to beat. They, as Dakota Prescott said in a press conference, we're close. So if you're close, if you're close to either any of the 3 NFC East teams, because the Giants are going to be much improved.
Don't forget when they played Philly, if it wasn't for them 3 touchdowns, they would have won.
Yeah.
Don't forget
that's a good point.
It was close.
Yeah.
So I think that
It was close.
We just scored more points than the other team.
If they wouldn't have scored them 3 touchdowns and 4 field goals, we definitely would have won.
Oh yeah, they were that close, to be fair. We didn't put a team on the field and we were just as close. Oh yeah, but absolutely. You guys kidding me? Prescott with I almost called him Ram with Lamb and freaking Pickens? Come on.
Well, the coach figured out how to get them over the hump. He said that he's going to put Prescott and Micah Parsons lockers next to each other. They're going to sit together in the locker room.
Hold each other's pocket and shit like that?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. So
literally got a cringe chill off of that.
Let's crack the code. Be a new team.
Yeah, I don't see that move even making them past number 3. They're definitely 3rd in that division.
I don't see how this move doesn't make them the team to beat in the NFC altogether. I wish I was being sarcastic. This is it.
Was there running back?
They ain't even Rico no more. They got rid of Rico too.
They don't even
they?
need a running back.
Miles Sanders. They got Miles Sanders. Yeah.
Why didn't they trade and get Genty? Why did they not? You like doing, spending the moon. Why wouldn't you have just traded a bunch of picks for
I'll tell
him?
you why. They always get their offensive linemen in the draft. That's who they got, number 1.
You should have went and filled your hole instead of having somebody like Rico Dowdle.
They build
or bringing back Zeke.
They build this offensive line for what running back?
Exactly.
It's better, though, to have a great offensive line and a mid running back than a mid offensive line and a great running back.
Ask Josh Jacobs.
What?
Raiders?
Oh, I was going to say their
Raiders.
line's good. But yeah, that's true.
If that dude's supposed to be the truth like he's supposed to, why trade up, get him. Now you got your receivers, now you got your running back, go from there. I'll take my chances.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Ian's a Jerry Jones guy, so
Yeah, he's my boy.
He's looking good these days too, looking nice and healthy.
Honestly, though, he's my boy. I love Jerry Jones. He's made this team so bad for so long that I love this guy. Well, they're mid. They're usually like 8-8.
Yeah,
Like they'll go up, they'll go down, but they never win it. So,
you like
this is the year.
This is a year. You like his decision on not putting curtains up the stadium.
Oh man, you got to protect your players, man. They only complain about it when it's beneficial to them. How many times do you think that dude's had sun in his eyes? The Cowboys play the 4:00 game on primetime every week, and he's never had sun in his eyes.
what happens if you're outside playing in San Francisco on a sunny ass afternoon?
Well,
You're not gonna have sun in your eyes.
he was trying to see if Jerry Jones would build one of those like blimps just to sit over the stadium.
4:00 in San Francisco on a nice Sunday afternoon, you're gonna definitely be blinded like a mofo. So how is that any different?
Because
I wonder if they could seriously
He's the greatest of all time.
make blinds. Yeah. Could you make blinds? Would you get in trouble and open them when the other team is down there facing that
I
way?
think you'd get
and
in
then
trouble.
close them
I
when
think
you're
you could
facing
do
that way?
that.
I don't think you can. I don't think
It's
that's-
worth
Make
a
it like
shot.
a privacy phone and tilt them a little bit.
Yeah. Or rig some sort of system where your players in their like eye shield thing have, it protects them specifically from those windows, but the other team doesn't have them.
Yeah,
Like the Dolphins when they put their opponents in the sun,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
home field advantage. Why not just put 12 guys on the field on defense? See how that goes. I don't know. This website is sickening to look at.
Disaster.
How many different ads? 2 ads of the same.
Buy a watch and get some lotion.
What the hell? 2 videos are playing. Jesus. Dailymail.co.uk. No, okay. Jacksonville Jaguars release Gabe Davis after 1 season. Thoughts on what this means for Gabe Davis? Where he could land?
He had a disappointing season with them. He did pretty good with the Bills. I don't know if he goes back there, but I think that's unfair to him because Trevor Lawrence got injured. he didn't really get a fair shot
he
at
only
it.
had 20 catches for 239 yards. So,
But they don't need him now, right? Don't they have Brian Thomas and they have Travis Hunter? So they kind of don't even need him.
You're running 3 wide receiver sets, though, don't you want?
Right.
Isn't Gabe Davis a big dude? Put him on the outside.
He'll wind up in
6'2".
Cleveland or something like that. He'll still have a job.
Is that where you think he'll go?
It's going to be somewhere like that for little money.
You know who needs wide receivers is the Packers.
Yeah.
They should
I can't believe they didn't draft the first 3 rounds draft wide receivers. I don't know why they didn't. You'd think they didn't need, DB help or anything like that.
We had talked about that.
I was looking at a punter in the second round, really. Idiots.
It's crazy.
I almost died when they drafted. He better be nasty. He better be Terrell Owens in his prime.
Last year we were talking about they have 3 wide receivers. Like they were already
got like 5.
They were overcrowded with wide receiver 2s. Like they're all good wide receivers.
Yeah.
They're not great. They're good. And now
Crazy.
But if they were to take 2 of those receivers, like Watson and not the little, who's the little dude that's nasty?
Reed's
Don't
nasty.
trade him.
yeah, don't trade.
Watson, and who's the other one?
You got Wicks. Wicks is the Lazard of the group.
Trade them. Now that you got 2, you have Reed and this new dude they just got. Send the 2 picks away. Get some defenders or wherever you need. Their tight end's good, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Kraft?
Yep. Grab.
Yeah,
Tucker
just
Kraft.
trade them away for some defenders, unless they think they're just going to get hurt, so they want all these backups.
Yeah, especially with the problems with Jair. I didn't know that was still going on. I just seen a thing on him. They're still he showed up for one of the meetings and then didn't show up for the next one. So I don't know.
He wants the bag.
I guess. I thought they already paid him. Could have sworn they did. Maybe not.
All right. Gabe Davis, Buffalo sounds about right, but
It does seem like he will land back there.
Raiders might be a spot because they still have wide receiver hole, don't they?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good fit for him.
I think they do. They only have those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Who's past it? Oh, they just got did they get Julio Jones or something? No, not Julio. They got an old dude, I think.
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Is that who they got?
I think so.
He's not anything anymore.
No. All right. Baltimore released Justin Tugger months after massage therapist accusations.
There goes my fantasy kicker. Damn it.
Yeah, that dude is definitely the GOAT of kickers. Sucks to see that. Obviously, he's guilty. You're releasing him. It's over. Not playing anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. If that doesn't mean he's guilty. Look at Trevor Bauer. Still banned from baseball. He hasn't been in baseball since 2021. This woman said that he, what'd her? Even though he had text messages saying...
Or she was telling him to do it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Text messages to her friends saying she's going to go get the bag off of him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And he's just been out for 3 years.
Now nobody will touch him.
In Mexico.
And if Yankees didn't get him this year, how bad they needed him, nobody's getting him. He's done.
He's not allowed. Yeah. They're not going to allow him back. And that was just after he signed the highest contract in MLB history for a pitcher with the Dodgers. Of course it's the Dodgers. Yeah. Who don't the Dodgers sign? Anyways, would the Ravens have traded or released Justin Tucker if he had a good season last year? He had a really bad season last year.
He missed a lot.
Yeah.
I know I had him.
Especially like for Justin Tucker's skill.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I would say no. The year before, he hit the record for the longest field goal.
Yeah.
He has one bad season. You kick him out? No.
That was actually 2021.
Oh, shot.
Yeah.
It was that long ago?
Yeah, 66-yarder in 2021.
I must be remember something else. Something happened last year where it was like...
Yeah, last year he shanked quite a few.
Not last year, the year... the season before that.
He was 6 for 11 from 50+.
And usually that's like 9 for 11, 10 for 11.
Yeah. Oh, 9 of 14 is not, but the rest are. But yeah, I don't think they would have released him either because you can get away with stuff as long as you're good. But now that he's expendable, and it's like, yeah, well,
wasn't Ray Lewis on Baltimore when he was getting on them charges on him?
Mm-hmm. Like the murder stuff,
and he did it. I didn't know if I could say that on here. I don't want to get in trouble.
It's been said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he didn't get released, Tucker definitely wouldn't have.
And that dude that kept signing with the Cowboys, like the domestic violence guy. Can't remember his name, but
Ray Rice was one of those.
oh, they dumped him quick.
They dumped him. Yeah, I think he was falling off.
He left his feet though, and
dragged her out.
Yeah, that was a little much, and it was on camera. This isn't he said, she said. He dusted her, so you definitely had to let him go.
Who is that? Is that me? Yeah, that's you.
I don't know. That was a weird one. Because not condoning it, but there was some stuff going on before that elevator, and she kept
that was a lot, though.
No,
yeah, that was
but you can understand from a guy's perspective. Like, I would never do it, but you can understand
once he snapped.
And
now you're trapped.
Then he caveman dragged her out.
Yeah.
But you're trapped in the elevator, whether you can't go anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, we've been there where I wanted to.
Right. You wanted to, but you have self-control.
I caught a 15 piece about 15 years ago out on the front lawn. Took 15 of them to the face.
You just got to sit there. Again, am I saying that you should just start knocking? No, but you can understand the impulse. Like, if you had less self-control, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. All right. Time for some baseball. Did we miss anything? No. And we'll do cash or trash, and then we're all good to go. Max Fried has the record for first 7 starts for the lowest ERA in Yankees history. 1.01. 6-0. 7 games started. The only one he lost was that game he didn't get out of the 5th inning because of all the errors. The first game of the season against Milwaukee.
Did they wind up losing that?
No, they won, but he didn't pitch.
Oh, I was going to say, because they won. Yeah, I think Yankees are 7-0 when he starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is saying a lot, seeing all the people that have come through there, the Clemens, the Pettits, the Messinas, you know what I mean? That's CC's
all the way back.
This is saying a lot. I mean, he's been a savior so far for Yankees. I just hope he stays healthy. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, knock on some wood. But yeah, I mean, they definitely needed this. Without him, they're completely screwed. Everybody was bitching about all the money they paid him. Well spent. If he does this for the next even 3 years, this is well spent.
Oh, I forgot he was with Atlanta when they won the World Series. But yeah, he's just incredible to watch too.
And it's not overpowering. Oh, sorry, Dan. It's not overpowering. It's just, I mean, his fastball's smooth, curveball's nasty.
Yeah.
He doesn't blow you away. He just finesses and finesses and finesses.
Which is a good sign for a guy who's 31 that they signed to a 7-year contract, that he doesn't need to overpower you, so he can pitch for the next. It was like when Sabathia learned how to pitch. But this guy's got it already. So even if it drops down where his fastball's 91, that's fine.
You just got to nibble a little more.
Yep.
You'd still be able to go.
But
Sabathia was right around 90 when he was throwing pus, but just mastered the art of hitting the corners.
Yep. And tunneling is a big thing.
Yeah.
So I put this one up here because I thought it was interesting. Not really. Okay, Yankees score 12. Sure, that's fine. They dropped 10 in the 7th inning. They were down 3-2 going into the 7th after Devin Williams blew another start or another save. I guess it would have been a hold because he was in the 8th.
Yeah.
And they tried to bring Weaver into a crappy situation, and he couldn't hammer it down, so he ended up getting the loss. So the Yankees are like, all right, we'll just make sure we don't have to put Devin Williams in and drop 10 in the 7th. It was crazy, and Austin Wells had a grand slam. It was just a good...
And what's Padres' record? Did you see that?
Yeah.
After the 7th inning or something, it was insane.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
After the 7th inning, they're like, I don't know, 19-0 or something like whatever it was. It's unreal numbers this year. If they were leading in the 7th, they were like 19-0.
Damn.
Going up into that game.
Yeah, pretty fun to watch. They dropped 12 runs but only had 2 home runs total, which is also a good sign. Meaning a lot more action, a lot more activity on the bases than
what I took out of this game was they got a couple runs off King. Usually good pitchers will lock this Yankee lineup down.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Judge. You know what I mean? They had some hits in the middle. They they hung in with King.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be nice to have him about now.
Mm-hmm.
G-Man Choi, former Yankee, former Tampa Bay Ray, is going to be in the South Korean military. So,
yeah, I thought that sucked. He didn't get a job anywhere, so they're forcing him to be in the military. I thought that was crazy. Anybody, they said
mandatory military service.
Yeah, they said anybody 21 to 34 or something is going to the military.
Damn.
Wonder what these dudes got planned.
Your MLB veteran. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. I would have begged anybody, pay me $1. I'll come play for you.
Yeah.
Put me in your minor leagues.
He's got to be up there in age, so he said to 34.
Yeah, it was like 21 to 34 or something.
See what? He's got to be older.
30?
Oh my God.
He's now 33.
He's 33 in 353 days. He's like 13 days off.
Yeah, I would have had to play for somebody for free.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Come on.
I would have definitely talked somebody and put me on a week contract.
Yeah.
Man.
There's no way it's that close.
That is dirty. That sucks. Unless he wanted to be there. Maybe he wanted to.
Maybe he's like, oh, I can still, it might be the flip.
Yeah.
Oh, I could still do it since I'm not 34 yet.
They better hope they keep
Probably
that
North
over there.
Korea, huh? What do you mean?
They better not bring that nonsense here.
No, that's North Korea. That's the problem.
Oh, I thought it was South.
No.
Oh, okay.
South Korea is probably they probably got just people guarding the border, but
all right.
South Korea is the chill one.
They're not the what's his
Kim
name?
Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
That's North.
Oh, okay.
Where am I? All right.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I don't want to watch it again.
Oh, his arm turned into a V. It broke actually right where that bend is right there. It looks like it's bending. It broke on his left arm. I think they did give him the catch though. He went full force into the wall. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
And the dudes were still running. I mean, at what point do you stop? They're still waving dudes around the bases.
That's like, it feels kind of weird when someone hits a liner, comebacker off the pitcher, and they sprint to first. It's like, but then they usually stop at first.
Yeah, these dudes were scoring and everything. Poor kid.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a tough injury. At least it's on his catching hand, not his throwing arm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that might be career ender if it was the other way around. But
yeah, he's definitely getting bolts and rods and stuff.
So this is all up on the internet. So if you want to watch it,
full force too,
just go for it. If you got a morbid sense of curiosity or a sick sense of humor, I don't know, give it a shot. But I watched this even after you put it in there for some reason. It's not. I shouldn't have. Ugh. So there is a new show Dave has introduced me to. Joel Sherman I'm not familiar with, but John Heyman was a guy for ESPN for a long time. Maybe left to start his own thing, or maybe he still works for them. They have a podcast and Joel Sherman suggests Kevin Williams should be traded.
Is this a cash or trash? It is. No.
Sure.
All right. Well, it's definitely trash. You're not going to get anything for him.
Yep.
You hang him around. I mean, even if you want to do him dirty, you got him for little money. I mean, what are they paying him, like $8 million or something? They're not paying him much. But if you want to do him dirty, make him your long man, throw him in the middle of games that you're getting banged, or just put him in the 6th, 7th inning, let him work it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's not worth anything right now. Nobody's going to trade anything reasonable for him.
No. The moment, though, the very moment he gets hot, get rid of him.
Bye. They won't. That's the Yankee way.
Yep. That's the Brian Cashman way.
Yeah.
Now, if it's me, that's exactly what I do, because even if from this point to the end of the season he doesn't give up another run, he's going to be so shook in the playoffs the moment stuff starts going poorly. You have to trade him.
I don't think he recovered from that home run last year in the playoffs.
No. And what do you think he's going to do at Yankee Stadium once he starts screwing up and the Yankees fans start booing him?
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
People are tickling that short porch. He's going to lose his mind. He's all done.
Yeah. All right, last baseball. There's a pop-up on the White Sox game. And this poor soul took one off the skull in classic White Sox fashion. There you go. Here's the close-up.
Oh,
he says, "What?" The glove a little bit at least.
Yeah. Slowed it down a hair.
Oh, that's a bad pause.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh. Oh my god, that poor bastard. This is just the White Sox in a nutshell.
We were talking about earlier. What do you do if you're the White Sox? Everybody around you is getting better. What do you do? You have Detroit taking over the division now. Cleveland's always going to be there. KC was just in the playoffs last year. They're not doing so great this year, but still ahead of White Sox, obviously.
Yeah.
But you have no upside. I don't know where you go from here.
I don't think Chase Meredith knows either.
That should have been your
that screensaver all day.
Oh, the thumbnail.
The thumbnail,
definitely.
Yeah. Damn it.
I'm putting that on my phone right now.
Yeah. Make it someone's contact picture. All right. Well, we got a cash or trash, and then
what meme would you make out of that? Like when the wife said she's off her period.
Yeah. Oh. Or she just got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Right in the middle. Oh.
Send us your memes in the comments with Chase. Oh, I call him Chase Meredith. Chase Idroff. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there's got to be something here.
Looks like wife went behind him.
Yeah.
It's the face when
introduce him to the peg.
You get on a fart-laden elevator.
Oh.
Yeah, when you thought it was just a fart. That's a good one.
Or is that what somebody that's D and Draymond Green, that's their face? After he kicks him in the nuts?
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a grab and twist situation more than a kick.
Yeah. Hands all cringing out. I wonder if he's got laces under the sock sign. Right on his forehead.
Oh, those jerseys, by the way, are the White Sox, the ones you brought up last week.
They played with them. I like them.
They're the City Connect ones. They're like the alternate.
Oh, yeah. Look like Red Sox. They should be.
Yeah, those are pretty hot.
The Yankees should get one of those. They never will.
Or wear their blues. Why don't they wear their blues from spring training? Get rid of them dumb grays. I can't stand the grays.
For away.
Yeah.
They won't wear anything but pinstripe at home. What they should do for their City Connect is give a pinstripe hat.
Or pinstripe your grays. Stop wearing them dumb grays. I hate them grays.
They're ugly. All right. Tyrese Halliburton's game winner. 3-pointer. Win by 2. Asks this question to Dare. Cash or trash. If the Pacers knock off the Cavs, it will be one of the biggest upsets in sports history.
One of the or the?
Just one of the. I put it in so you can keep it wide.
I thought we were going, it is.
No.
So I was going to go trash.
Because it obviously isn't.
Right.
There's a lot worse. But I'm saying, would this be, we'll even say, is this your top 10?
No. I'm going to say this is trash. I'd expect that it to be a good game. It's
What
fine.
about greatest upsets in NBA history? Because off the top of the head, the 2 giant Super Bowls against the Patriots are up there. The Eagles Super Bowl against the
Boston
Patriots.
Yankees.
I was
jump.
going to go Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, there's
You can go a lot of directions.
What about NBA upsets? The one that comes to mind now, later on, some stuff came about the refs. But when number 8 Golden State knocked off number 1 Dallas, that was when, remember that ref got, he was fixing games?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that was part of that. But still, it's an 8 seed over a 1 seed.
Yeah.
So
The only reason I say this is trash is because I expected them. I called them being not winning this series, but I called them. I mean, I did call them to win the series, but I really didn't think they were going to.
But in the second round, I picked them in the first round
all year.
Yeah,
all year. I told you guys when this playoffs first started, these guys they've been scrappy. They've been throwing some upsets, and they're in. You know what I mean? They're a good team.
Yeah, and I think Obi Toppin is the MVP. So I'm gonna say trash as well. I don't even think it's the biggest NBA upset. Now,
the biggest NBA upset is the 2016 Golden State up 3-1. Cavs come back.
Rigged ass freaking crap.
It doesn't seem. It was the best team in the East against the best team in the West. How is that a?
They're up 3-1. Nobody ever came back.
Warriors were a powerhouse at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
70.
Something happened. Somebody slipped somebody some cash and something went down.
It's because LeBron's attached.
Yeah, I can't wait till he's done. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to talk to my wife and we'll see if I'm retiring." You ain't retiring.
He won't retire. He'll have one more year.
I'll have to wait 5 years to watch NBA
Back
again.
to Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, this is trash anyways. But I kind of thought they would win the first two series from jump. So to me, it's kind of, I don't expect them to go up 2-0 like this, but that's probably the more surprising part,
if they drop them 4-0, I might
yeah. I think Cleveland will tie it up in Indiana.
I think so too.
Win the next two, but injuries kind of play a factor as well. So was Kevin Durant on that 2016 team?
No, when they lost that the next year, they got Durant.
Okay.
Kind of the reason they got him.
Probably, yeah. Well, nobody could guard Irving anyways. If memory serves.
Yeah, I think it was Steph Curry guarding him. That's not a good matchup.
No. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Wish G-Man Choi good luck. Oh, he's got a Syracuse Mets hat. I didn't even know he played for the Mets. All right, that'll do it for us. Like, share, all that stuff. Send us some memes about the Chase Mydroth situation. Just meme that up, and we'll catch you guys later.
What does he look like?